decide to tell my travel come alive. Can't wait, the sun is shining, lift the sails and follow my own tide, yeah. There's a screaming in there, not telling me to leave for a while.
Welcome to Out of the World, and you're still watching our big world trip. And this time we ended up in the Caribbean, right in the middle in the French Antilles. This is Martinique.
I wanna escape and restart all.
Martinique is part of the French Antilles and is therefore even part of the EU. The capital is Fort-de-France, a city with a colonial past but now also with about 90,000 inhabitants. To see the entire island of Martinique, we rented a car at local car company La Perle Rent-A-Car. And normally I would go for a four-wheel drive, but it's no need because all the roads here are paved and it's France after all. So a normal car will do. The distances are quite large for a Caribbean island. It takes us about 3 hours from north to south.
Can't wait to bury the ruins of my mistakes, to only keep it the truth, yeah.
We start in Les Trois Îlets, a tiny town on the peninsula called Diamant. Just across the bay from the capital Fort-de-France is an interesting place ready to explore. This was the birthplace of Josephine, the first wife of Napoleon Bonaparte. And there's a lot of nature and cultural sites to see here. A colonial little town. Many tourists start their adventure here because it's where most of the hotels are and also a playground for Jens. You can also get to this side by ferry from Fort-de-France. A place you can't skip here on the Diamond Peninsula is La Savannah des Enclaves. It's a big outdoor museum with everything about the lives of the former slaves here during the time of the French settlements. Besides a piece of horrific history, the Savannah des Enclaves is also a very beautiful botanical garden, and a part of it is based on the indigenous people. A little further down the road we pass a beautiful beach called Ansem Miton.
I've been here, but I have to stay afloat. It's nice, be a person.
We drive down to the most southern part of Diamant Peninsula, and over there we can find Plage du Diamond, which is kind of a beach like in Robinson Crusoe or Castaway. Just everything you want, nature. And some palm trees, mountains, love it.
I don't know, where's the life at?
Not your typical pearly white beach, but a rough mix of golden and lava sand.
I don't know, I don't wanna grow, just live myself. I don't wanna grow, the things I left behind me. I don't wanna grow, just live myself. I don't wanna grow, the things I left behind me.
A little to the west from Les Trois Îlets you will find two beaches where you can snorkel perfectly. They're called Anse Dufour and Anse Noire. By the way, this is one of your best chances in the entire Caribbean to encounter sea turtles. The first couple of days on Martinique we're staying on the west coast in a little town called Saint Pierre, which used to be the capital of the entire island. We're in a little hotel called Résidence Roxella, with a beautiful pool in the middle of the jungle.
Behind me.
Isn't this just the perfect getaway? Tucked away in the jungle, we enjoy the tranquility of this nice little apartment. It seems though that we're not completely alone.
Where's my shy hair? Is this called living? Look behind. I don't know. Where's the life at? Where's my shy hair? Is this called
Saint Pierre is the typical Caribbean town where time has stood still and we have the beach to ourselves.
Don't let myself. I don't wanna go. The things I left. Look behind me.
Well guys, today I'm literally in cloud 9. I love this island so much and we wanted to see its highest point, Mont Pelée. It's near Saint Pierre where we're staying, but unfortunately when we're driving over here, the rain clouds covered the island completely. And that's the weather here, kind of unpredictable. But it gets better in 5 minutes, I'll bet.
Don't let my.
The restaurant at the top here is super cozy for when we shelter from the rain. It's called La Refuge d'Aileron.
Don't let my. Don't let my. Look behind me.
We're having the time of our life here on Martinique, and in Saint Pierre we enjoyed the beach for a couple of days. But now it's time to cross the island straight through the middle of the jungle, because that is Martinique, the jungle. And we stop here at a waterfall called Saut Gendarme. You gotta see this. So on the way we have already seen the lush nature of Martinique. But if you want to see everything in one place, all the flowers and the trees, you have to go to Le Jardin de Balata. It's one of the most beautiful places here on Martinique. The nature here is almost too beautiful to film. And with a real canopy walk through the treetops, we imagine ourselves to be in Costa Rica. It's time to look for the sun, and for that we have to go to the south. When you visit the Caribbean, you want to go to the beach, and the most beautiful beaches of Martinique can be found in the south. We drove to Sainte Anne, and over there you can find Plage des Salines, which is the most beautiful one. All the beaches combined, there is about 3 miles of beautiful white sand next to the bluest ocean. It's the place for the beach lovers. Hey, and there we have some of those beach lovers. Over on the east side, we're staying in a place called Le François in Hotel Plein Soleil. And this is something else. Not only the view on the ocean, but the inside isn't too bad either. So we started in the northwest, went all the way south and over to the east side. And everywhere we went, the land and the views are a bit different. Unfortunately, this will be our last night on Martinique, and we sleep here in this tiny little house in the middle of the jungle. I'll see you soon on the next island, St. Lucia. So follow us on a big world tour for the whole year, and there is so much more to come.